Hello and welcome to Only in Your Mind. My name is Natasha and this week's face paint is Mojo Jojo from Powerpuff Girls. If you guys want to see how I did this face paint, just keep watching. So for Mojo Jojo, I'll be painting him right here. And here's the image that I found online of him. I'm using this round filbert brush with some Mehron white for his hat. And then I'm using light gray from Mehron as well for the gray part around the cap right here, or the hat. And then there's like an upside down V in the middle. And then for his face, I'll be using lime green with Mehron face paint as well. I love my Mehron paints, but for his face, you could think of it as doing like a heart. So you put down one side of the heart, two sides, and then on the bottom of the heart, you could make like a circle, a bigger circle. Now I'm going to go ahead and just do like a half a circle for his ears over here and on the other side. And of course, I'm using some black Mehron to do his widow's peak and the side of his head right by his ears. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of like outline his head so now you see better what his face will look like. And then I'm just going to taper it down a little bit for the hair part. Like, I think it has 3 strands, I'm not sure. Now with some blue, I'm going to make his jacket, and it's also from Mehron, and it's basically like a V. So you're going to start with, I guess that's his collar, and then I'm just going to round it right by his chin, come down. And he's got kind of like a little thin little waist, and I'm going to leave that spot free and then do the bottom of the jacket. And there's the points for his collar, but there's the bottom of his jacket right there. And he has a white belt, which I'll be filling in a second. There we go. There you go. There's his belt. And then I'm going to do his arms with that black that I had before. And I'm just going to do kind of like some lines for the hair and then fill in between those lines. And with that same white, I'm going to make his boots. So I did kind of like a line in the middle and then another curvy line for the bottom of his like shoes. So, and just made a little bit thicker and did both sides. And then he had some gloves, so I gave him kind of like hook hands because they're kind of thin. There you go. And let's do the other side. And with the same white, I'm gonna go ahead and do his mad face, his frown, and then his eyeballs. So I'm just gonna plop down right there and plop down right there for his eyeballs. And then for his belt buckle, I am using some purple from Mehron as well, and just filling in his belt buckle and the 3 dots on his hat. And then there's some wavy lines here, and then some more over here. And basically that's what I'm going to do with the purple. So now it's time to give him some pizzazz. I'm using this Fusion palette from Leanne, and it's her tropical collection palette, and I'll be using this one from it. I love this one. It's one of my favorites, with a 1-inch angle brush because it fits the actual cake perfectly to get all the colors. And I'm going to do 3 lines going downwards to Mojo Jojo, and I didn't get enough purple in there, so I'm just going to lay my brush down a little bit flatter and make some bigger little swooshes. Mojo Jojo has a purple cape, but I'm not going to do a cape. I'm just going to take my brush, flip it around, and get some of that purple for the background of Mojo Jojo. And for some line work and the swirl, I'm using Wolfe white. It's really great for line work. So here I am doing some teardrops. And I did 3 teardrops in that big old swirl, and I'm going to do a little swirl on the bottom, and I'm going to go ahead and do 1 little line right there. And now I'm using one of my favorite stencils, And of course, everything will be in my description box below if you guys want to know what I'm using. And I'm going to go ahead and use that finger dauber and put some dots on the side of Mojo Jojo. And then I'm going to do some stars with a different stencil. I'm going to put some right there. And then I'm going to put some on the bottom by his feet, and then on the top of the big swirl as well. And then I will be adding some green glitter to Mojo Jojo's face and his ears, because I think he needs to be a little sparkly. And now it's time to actually make him pop a little bit by adding the line work. And of course, I am using Wolfe black to do the line work. So I really love to do my base in Mehron Paradise, and then for the line work I love to use Wolfe black and white to outline things. And for his nose, it's like the letter M, and let's outline his mouth, his little frowny face. And for his teeth, I just did some lines inside of his mouth. And let's outline his ears. And then I decided to use that same really cool face painting palette that I used. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some of that on my eyelid, because I thought it would be really cool just to do one eyelid with some color. So here we go, and I'm using the purple on the bottom, almost like an eyeliner. And I'm just gonna trace my eyelid and bring it up. And then I'm just going to do it again to get it really dark in there, and swoop it up right there. There we go. So I thought it would be pretty cool to tie the whole design together by adding some stars right up here on my brow bone. And I thought it turned out really cool. And I added some white in the corner of my eyes, some of that Wolfe white, and then I blended it out a little bit into the purple and into the green to give kind of like a nice little highlight and make my eyes stand out a bit. And then I traced Mojo Jojo with that same white, and I gave myself some red lipstick with some really cool glitter on top of lipstick, which is not lipstick, it's face paint from Mehron Paradise, of course. Okay guys, it is about that time to say goodbye. We are coming to the end of this video, and as always, you guys are amazing and wonderful. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate you guys stopping by as always, and you guys just stay safe, and I'll see you guys hopefully next week on my next video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I did Mojo Jojo's face paint, and he is from Powerpuff Girls. If you guys enjoyed this face paint, please leave me a like if you want, subscribe to my channel, and if you want, please share my videos. You guys have a great weekend, God bless, and I'll see you guys on my next video.